What's up, guys? Welcome back to Daniel Talks Football right here on YouTube. I am Daniel and we are back with another video. In this video, we're going to be reacting to your unpopular opinions, so stay tuned to hear some very, very controversial opinions. Before we do get into the video, I need to ask you to go down below and hit that big red subscribe button. I've heard that over 376% of you are not subscribed, so please do hit that big red button. Also, like the video and comment down below about what you think of these unpopular opinions and which one is the most outrageous. Please also go over follow the Instagram and the TikTok Daniel Talks Football on both, as there will be short form content coming out on both of them. We have a guest on the line for this podcast, for this video, which I'm very, very excited about. He's an academy player, and I'm sure it won't be the last time you hear about him. It's Tommy. How are you doing, mate?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm great. I'm excited to dig into these unpopular opinions because there's some very, very controversial ones. And speaking of controversial, we'll get right into the first one. Arsenal will win the Premier League.
I get why people will back it because they've been quality.
Yeah.
But it's Man City, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like the way they just dismantled us, Leicester. Like Arsenal scored more and did play well against us, but that's because we were shocking. We played well again. We defended really well against City.
Yeah, we played really well.
But we just could not hack it.
No.
And Arsenal cannot control a game like that.
No.
And they don't have the manpower that Man City have, so I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with it either. If the World Cup break didn't exist, I'd back it. Because I'd be like, they could continue on the momentum that they're on at the moment. The World Cup will stop that momentum, and City will just come back the better side. Also, if Arsenal get an injury to Jesus, they're screwed.
He's not done much recently, to be fair.
Pick any of Arsenal starting. If this Saka injury is serious, could be screwed.
I feel like a centre-back would really set him back.
Well,
like
if
Saliba got injured.
Yeah, but they've got Ben White, haven't they? And they can just play Tomiyasu at right back.
It's true. They do have cover, but
they do. I disagree as well. We do have the most controversial one now. Welbeck should be in the England squad for the World Cup.
Shocking. It's shocking because the thing is, if he's in there, he's just going to be over Maddison, isn't he?
Yeah, it will be.
Southgate's going to pick Danny Welbeck over James Maddison. It's not right. He barely plays for Brighton. He's not scored.
No.
He's not done anything to put himself in that squad. Maddison, 30 goals and assists in a season.
I know, mate.
And he wasn't even in the Nations League squad. And Danny Welbeck's going to get in for sitting on Brighton's bench and starting a few games.
I'm convinced he's going to take like Trevor Chalobah over James Maddison or something.
Honestly.
Like he's got a vendetta against the bloke. But Welbeck in the England squad, this is just awful. There are a lot of words I could use to describe this, and many of which I can't say on here. It's abysmal. So whoever said that, bury your head in shame. Right, this is one that you will disagree with. I'm going to say it right now. All three promoted sides will stay up.
No! Which joke man thinks Forest are staying up? There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, it's just no.
Like they bought 20-odd players.
24, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they've bought individual players that are decent, but that you can't put them in a squad together. Because when we played them, people like Ronaldo, who was quality at Atletico, and these players that are just good at football, Lingard, etc., they don't fit in that team just bundled together.
No, I'm not convinced about Ronaldo being quality at Atletico. There was a reason they loaned him out to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, true.
So,
but previously
he's been good, yeah. I mean, this is abysmal again. Most of these are, to be honest, because I haven't picked the ones that I agree with and people do agree with, because that's not funny. I don't think Bournemouth will stay up either. I know they're doing alright, but let's be honest.
Really?
It'll fall away, mate. Come on.
But they're doing... No, I think Bournemouth will stay up.
They've got no ability in that squad.
Well, they've done enough to get where they are now. I don't see them dropping all the way to relegation. It depends how after the World Cup goes.
Who do you think will go down then?
Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Southampton and Leeds.
Forest, Southampton and Leeds. That's an interesting one. We're going to get on to another relegation-based thing later. For me, it's Forest, Bournemouth and I think Bournemouth will get 18th, Forest 20th, and I'll back Southampton 19th.
You think Leeds are staying up?
Yeah, I think they've got a lot of quality in that squad, actually. I think people like Sinistera will turn it on. If they bring in a striker in January, Leeds are fine.
Yeah, to be fair.
If the Leeds owner can go out and throw 45 million at Jonathan David in January, they're fine. Go out and get bloody...
I'm not sure Jonathan David's gonna go to Leeds, but
No, well, go out and get... Wout-Weghorst has already failed in the Prem. Go out and get Onuachu. I mentioned him for Wolves, I think, in the transfer video. Go out and get him. He'd score goals. But no, yeah, I disagree with this one. Right, here's a Leicester-based one. Dennis Pratt should get more minutes.
after his recent performances, he should be coming on more. Mm-hmm. But there's no way he starts in this side unless it's to give Maddison a rest in the cup.
Agreed.
Because there's no point playing him over Dewsbury Hall. Even though Dewsbury Hall's not been quality, as we know he can be recently, he's not getting in over either of them. So
no, I agree. I mean,
he should get subbed on for Dewsbury Hall more.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I think everybody knows I am a Dewsbury Hall fan. Everybody knows I like him quite a lot, and I think he's a very good player. That's the only reason why I like him. But he has been poor this season, which is to be expected. He's played like 60 odd games now, and the bloke's only really been playing properly since February. People have a go at Pedri, Dewsbury Hall's knackered. The bloke doesn't get a rest. He plays week in, week out, so I don't blame him for being tired. Pratt deserves more minutes. Sure, I'll back it. I think he's a good player. But, yeah, it's fair enough. We've got a World Cup-based one now. And this was actually one that was said in the World Cup video, I think, was it? It was said in the World Cup video. Argentina will win the World Cup. I don't know how unpopular this is, to be honest. I thought it was really unpopular at the time of seeing these and going through and picking them. But after the World Cup video, I was outvoted on Argentina winning the World Cup. So apparently people actually think it might happen. Do you?
No. I don't, because I mean, their attack's there and their midfield's kind of there, but who have they got in defence realistically?
Yeah, this was my issue. I mean,
you look at someone like France who have it everywhere, and obviously they're going to be right up there unless they have a stinker, which we know big teams usually do.
Yeah,
World Cup I can't see the quality in that French team flopping.
Or Brazil.
Yeah, exactly.
Brazil also have levels of quality.
Yeah,
I don't think Argentina. I've said I think Brazil will. I think it will end up being a Brazil-France final. Even though there is the World Cup curse, I think France will overwrite that. Just look at the players they've got. You know, this was a France side that won the World Cup without Karim Benzema.
Yeah.
Like, that's mad.
To be fair, I would not mind having a Portugal-Argentina final.
Mate, imagine.
That would be the biggest moment in sporting history.
Presuming obviously both Messi and Ronaldo are fit for it.
Yeah, as long as they don't get injured.
It would be a madness.
Yeah, it would be sick.
It would genuinely be a madness. But Argentina to win the World Cup. No, exactly. Argentina to win the World Cup. Don't agree with that. Alright, we've got another relegation-based one now. Leeds, Wolves and Brighton will go down. This is just wrong.
Brighton?
This is just...
Brighton?
Who invited my man Brighton?
Brighton are literally, like, might get Europe, and you think they're going down. Whoever said this, I would like to comment on Instagram when this is posted, please. And I would like to have a serious word with you, because that is a shambles.
I'm going to be honest, I think after you saying that, I don't think they're going to say anything.
Probably not.
Yeah, this is shambles. I don't think Wolves will go down either.
Well, they won't do well, but I don't think they'll go down.
They've remade contact with Lopetegui.
Yeah.
And apparently he's now actually interested. If they get Lopetegui, they're completely fine. If they get Nuno, they're fine, probably. All they need is a striker, as with most sides at the moment. Brighton down is horrific, though.
Yeah.
I know you might say it's because of the Potter stuff, but they beat Potter at the weekend, so he's not even that good.
They did just smash Chelsea 4-1.
Exactly.
They fully dismantled Chelsea. No team getting relegated can do that.
If Brighton go down, I will record a podcast. I'll do a video for it. I'll record a podcast in my underwear. You can spam this everywhere if Brighton go down. They're not going down. Brighton are staying up. There's no chance that Brighton go down.
Quite upset about that. I've got Brighton in my family.
Have you?
Yeah, you know my dad's a Brighton fan.
Oh,
My whole
yeah.
family supports
Oh,
Brighton.
yeah, of course. Yeah, that is an abysmal take. You can have a go. I might give you the ash of the person afterwards. If I decide that you won't just abuse them. Because I need my watch time. Right, here's one you will agree with, I think. I agree with it anyway, because I said it. Vardy is top 10 Premier League strikers of all time.
Oh, yeah, he fits straight in 10th or 9th.
Yeah, a lot of people disagree with this, though.
It's because a lot of people don't like him.
No.
And a lot of people don't like Leicester, so they won't agree with it. But if you look at it and think about how old he came into the pitch, all these other people that people are putting over him have been lucky enough to get the start and be one of the big names from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Vardy came in. How old was Vardy when we signed him?
When we signed him, 25. I think he came into the Premier at 27.
Yeah. He was phenomenal from day one.
He took a season. That Greatest Escape season, it took him a while to get going. But after that, yes, absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
I fully agree. I think he is top 10. And I've said this many times. He's, one of the highest score. I know, you think he's top 10, top 15 highest scores in the league now. I know you can't just go off that because otherwise people like Jermaine Defoe would be in the top 10 Premier League strikers and he just isn't. But Vardy is there.
You look at his movement and you look at his football and you look at him off the ball. People don't recognise that. That's the thing.
No.
He is one of the best people that we've seen in football at dragging a defender wide and creating space.
Never mind, you've got the new stat he's come out with. First player to reach 100 goals after 30. That just shows how good he is. If nobody else has done that, that is incredible. Yeah, exactly. How are you putting a man like Ruud van Nistelrooy over him?
Van Nistelrooy was quite good, but I see where you're coming from.
Give it 10 years and everyone will cream over Vardy.
Yeah, probably.
It's just because he's still playing. Kane will probably be classed as one of the top 3 Premier League strikers of all time when he requires. Maybe top 2. 3. He's not getting ahead of Henry or Shearer. It's just because he's still playing. As soon as Vardy retires, it'll be top 10. People go, I miss him. He was good, wasn't he? Do you remember when he scored all those goals? Do you remember when he annoyed all those certain groups of people?
Yeah.
Not referencing. I'm referencing when he howled at the Wolves fans. Moving on before I get cancelled. Cooper is one of the best managers in the league.
Forest scum that said this needs putting down. That is an absolute. He's solid bottom 18 managers in the league. Look at the players that he has. He can put out a solid team. He's made Jesse Lingard a flop. He was phenomenal last season, by the way.
No, season before. It wasn't phenomenal last season.
Yeah, it was season before.
I was going to say, he didn't do anything last season.
Yeah. He was so good.
Mm-hmm.
And, you can't... No. There's no two ways about it.
It's just no.
Yeah.
Is this the worst one so far?
Yes.
Worse than...
This will be the worst on the whole thing.
Worse than Brighton getting relegated?
Yeah.
Wow, fair enough.
Yeah.
Right, whoever said that, and I know who said that, and I'm going to send this to them, abysmal. This is very recency bias, and I think it's just someone trying to seem edgy. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic is better than KDB.
Okay, sorry. He's attention seeking. He's attention seeking.
I mean, he put SMS, the crocodile thing, KDB, so I presume he meant Milinkovic-Savic. Yeah, this is awful.
Better than KDB.
Milinkovic-Savic is good, yes.
He is quality. He is one of the best midfielders.
Yeah, for sure.
In the world right now. Yeah, he is.
But better than KDB.
better than KDB.
Did you see what KDB did at the weekend?
Milinkovic-Savic ain't scoring a free kick from there like that against us.
No way. This is...
In training, he's not hitting that.
Never mind in the stadium. Yeah, this is another really bad one. Whoever said this should hang your head in shame. Just don't talk to me. Right, next one. I don't really know what to say on this one, but Xhaka's comeback is the greatest redemption story ever.
Okay, I wouldn't quite put it as ever at all, anywhere near ever. But it's been good, to be fair. He's been phenomenal this season.
Yes, yeah.
But the greatest... No.
Who is the greatest redemption story ever? Put you on the spot there.
Mm.
It's a tough one to think about, isn't it? Are we going... Oh, I'm struggling here as well.
He used to be bad, but it's now really good.
Joe Linton?
No, I wouldn't put Joe Linton above Xhaka. But
Joe Linton was bad, though.
Yeah, he was really bad, but Xhaka wasn't even that bad to begin with.
No, true. To be fair, that's a hard question. Actually, I haven't thought about that one. But yeah, this is. I agree that he's had a very good redemption story, but not the best ever, greatest ever.
No, there's definitely someone out there that we can't think of off the top of our head that's just clear of it.
Could you say Jamie Vardy?
No, because he didn't really leave the picture like Xhaka did.
I mean, he was out with Chef Wednesday, wasn't he? I know, but still, to then overdo that by so much, it's a possibility. I'm obviously talking about.
There's not much to say on it. It's quite a difficult one to talk about.
It is. It's a difficult one to talk about. It's an interesting take, though. Saying it's the greatest ever, it's the way he's done it. It's been excellent. I did just want to give a bit of a shout out to that. Right. Instagram comments, TikTok comments, YouTube comments. This is going absolutely everywhere. Ronaldo is the GOAT.
Agree. Best player of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's it.
Is that it, is it?
Yes, that's it.
Wow. I'm Messi. I think Messi's clear. I just look at what Messi's done in his career. He's better on the eye to watch him. He's done more with sides. You know, look at what's happened with Barcelona ever since he left. They've fallen away. I just look at Messi and I look at what he's done. I like the fact that, you know, he was at Barcelona for so long. It's Messi. His numbers could catch up to Ronaldo. People can say whatever they want about him being in a finished league at the age of 34, whatever. Like, no one really cares. Ronaldo's bench warming at United. Messi's clear.
You got to look at it from the beginning. Ronaldo put in so much hard work to get where he was, and Messi was lucky. Messi's got genes. He's just good. Like, he was born good. Because, can't remember where I saw it. A lot of people know this story, but once he'd never kick a ball in his life, and then the first time he played football, he played in some game, and he was just crazy and dribbled through everyone without any training. Never played football in his life before, and he just played and dribbled through everyone.
Yes.
I don't know how true that is, but I've heard it, and I'm sure you might have heard it.
But is that greatest of all time, greatest player of all time? How they got that skill, does that come into it? Because for me, if Yannick Vestergaard was born with... No, because that doesn't work, 'cause he's just atrocious. If Jamie Vardy was... If Didier Drogba, because this is coming on in a second, if Didier Drogba was born with, you know, had to work really hard to get where he did get, Vardy was born with natural talent, I would still pick Vardy over Drogba. For me,
it's not the Messi Ronaldo argument, because if you think about Ronaldo, and no player on the planet has put in that much hard work to be that good. Messi was born with it. To be fair to him, he still worked hard.
Yeah, he still had to work really hard. I think anybody does.
But Ronaldo has worked hard to be in that number one, number two of all time position, and that you can't. No one else can do that.
No, I will agree that no one else can put in the hard work he has. But I think you just look at everything and Messi's better. I like watching him more.
He's more appealing to the eye.
Yeah.
But the Ronaldo scoring goals the way he did when he was in his prime at Madrid. That's just, he was phenomenal.
Yeah, but
He
Messi
scored
just
everything.
sat every defender on their arse.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
want to see that more than scoring goals. Because, you know, I
of
can't
course
make fun
not.
of
No.
Jerome Boateng if... Was it Boateng? It was Boateng,
Yeah.
wasn't it? I can't make fun of Boateng if Ronaldo scores past him. If Messi sits him on his arse, it's funny. I'm Messi. I just think he's just better. It's such a hard one because there's so fine margins. I've always been one where it's, you know, it depends on what you prefer in a player. Do you prefer hard skill? Do you prefer hard work and goals, or do you prefer somebody looking nice on the ball?
I prefer hard work and goals.
Yeah, there's where I'm at. I prefer somebody looking nice, looking appealing. That's why I've always really rated Ronaldinho.
Fair enough.
But it's one that will go down in the ages, I think. But for me, Messi has to take it. I mentioned it there. We've actually got it the reverse here. Vardy's better than Drogba.
Yep.
Yeah? Go on.
Yep. I feel like only Leicester fans think that.
I thought only Leicester fans think that as well. I don't know why, though. Because Vardy's got more goals. He's been in the Prem less time than Drogba. So it's just because Drogba scored in finals where everyone's like, oh, he's a big game player.
Yeah. People look at the paper, the big magazine, the big papers. They look at like what's telegraphed and stuff.
Yeah.
People won't look at like Vardy bagging a hat trick.
No.
Not a hat trick, bagging a brace. Like he scored so many braces, but it's not as big as like Drogba's scoring a pen in the final.
I mean, he's also scored loads of hat tricks. He scored the most hat tricks past Pep.
Yeah.
And like only like 2 people have scored hat tricks past Pep, and it's him and Messi. And Vardy scored like 3 or something, and Messi scored 1.
2.
Like 2. There we go. I just agree with it. Chelsea fans get so mad, and I've got a Chelsea mate. If he's watching this, I'm gonna get some very angry DMs off the back of this.
No, it's fine. It's really nice making Chelsea fans angry.
It is because we're just their feeder club at this point, and they give us so much flipping money for utter shite. It's funny. 35 million for an advert to drink water. Be my guest. Be my guest. Here's a very interesting one, actually, and I want to hear your thoughts on this one. Liga NOS should replace Liga 1 as one of the top 5 leagues.
Sorry. What? No, you can't. No.
You seem confused.
Liga NOS is Sporting and Benfica. Right. They're the 2 big sides in Liga NOS, right? In Portugal, yeah.
Yeah.
PSG are massive. Marseille are massive.
Is there somebody else?
Nice used to be sick. They're Leon. Like it. They don't sound big because people these days just don't like look at them as like quality.
There's Porto as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Porto.
Can't forget Porto.
But you can't take Ligue 1, the French league, out. You can't.
Okay.
You can't take a lead that Messi and Mbappe and Neymar are playing up front in out for Liga NOS, where players like Darwin Nunez come from.
Mate, the only reason he's doing bad is because of that guy from TikTok. It's the funniest thing ever, Gavin. Alright, fair enough. I see your point. I like the Portuguese league. The Portuguese league is more place where I think players can be born. You've got people. Bruno obviously came out there. No, he hasn't been doing excellent recently, but you know he was doing excellently. Pedro Goncalves will end up coming out and doing well. You've got Matheus Nunez who came out, went to Wolves. I could just list the whole. Yeah, I think that's something to do with.
He's not very good.
That's something to do with the fact I think the Wolves just don't have a good striker. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I will back you though. I don't think Liga NOS should replace Liga as one of the top 5 leagues. And then, last but not least, we spoke about the GOATs earlier. Ronaldinho should be in the GOAT debate. I'm just sit back and let you say your piece.
The only player that we can talk about similarly to Ronaldinho is Neymar.
Yeah.
But Neymar is up there, right? Neymar of this generation, Neymar is up there with Messi and Ronaldo. But Messi and Ronaldo are clear of Neymar.
Yeah.
Then of all time, you've got Messi, Ronaldo, Maradona,
Pele.
Yeah, you've got so many. Like that's four, right? That are just above him.
Yeah, Ronaldinho is probably fifth. But again, look at it from don't look at it from stats. Look at it from enjoyment. Watching him and just enjoying it.
From enjoyment,
if it's enjoyment, is Ronaldinho in the GOAT debate?
Arguably in the debate, but if you're going off enjoyment, then obviously Ronaldo and Messi are they're just the GOATs, right?
Yeah, it's tough because you've also got to remember before Ronaldo scored all these goals, you also obviously got R9 who we haven't even mentioned. Before Cristiano scored all these goals, he was also like a very tricky left winger.
Yeah.
Who could do tricks. Like he hasn't always just banged in goals like he has recently for Juve and I guess United for a season.
Yeah, when he played left wing for Madrid and on the wing for Man U and stuff, he was.
He is. For me, Ronaldinho shouldn't be in the GOAT debate. Respect him, top 5, top 10 players of all time, sure.
Top 10, yeah.
Top 10 easy. And I'd put him probably 7 or 8 on that list. Maybe I'll do it as a video at one point if I ever run out of ideas. But yeah, not in the GOAT debate for me. And that rounds up our unpopular opinions. I knew I had to get the most controversial man that I know on for this. And I'm sure I could come up with some more controversy, or I'm sure you could come up with some controversy that would get me cancelled. So thank you for not doing that, Tommy. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. Best of luck with all of your academy stuff. Now catch all of the viewers in the next one. See ya.